KPIX5's Dublin continues our coverage from the Alameda County Office of Emergency Services in Dublin, where emergency coordinators say they're ready for anything. Da?
Right, Liz. Here, they're used to dealing with disasters and chaos like fires and earthquakes. A pandemic, not so much, but they say they do have a blueprint, a management model in place, and that involves a lot of medical experts.
This is ground zero for emergency management. This is where it all goes down. And, you know, we have managed a lot of situations out of this room.
This would be the command post if the Bay Area were to face a coronavirus pandemic. Sergeant Ray Kelly with the Alameda County Sheriff's Department says this is where emergency personnel and medical experts would team up to execute their plan and distribute responsibilities across all agencies.
It's getting resources on the ground to the affected areas where they need people.
They've even identified distribution sites across the Bay Area if the government has to hand out emergency supplies to the public.
So working with CDC, working with state health, working with local health departments to manage that.
They have a media center where they can interact and provide real-time updates to the public.
If we begin to see something that's trending and becoming a concern, that alerts us, we can alert the command.
There's also a room where they can monitor the Bay Area's traffic and transportation network.
This is one of the most advanced offices of emergency services in California. We actually are one of the busiest offices in the entire state.
Maybe an elevated concern, but not panic, not at this point.
Many residents say they're being extra mindful about disinfecting surfaces and diligent with hand washing.
I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old, so talk to them about, what we would do at our home. I did buy the N95 masks last year just to help us with the smoke when we did have the fires. So I do feel fortunate that we already have those masks.
Aside from monitoring the community, Sergeant Kelly says they're also working to keep the virus out of their county jail, which has about 2,600 inmates.
Our county jail, we're dealing with a very at-risk population. A lot of those folks have a lot of illnesses.
Sergeant Kelly says a successful model not only involves the local and state level folks, but also federal officials, such as experts and doctors from the CDC. So in a case of a pandemic here in the Bay Area, all of those parties would work together hand in hand to control the situation. For now, live here in Dublin, I'm Da Lin, KPIX 5.